Now in today's video, I want to share one of my favorite products with you. I will be using a few different products from this company, but we're going to start right here with the garlic powder. And it is definitely my favorite brand to use. And the reason is consistency. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pour out a little bit of this garlic powder just so you can get an idea of what we're looking at here. And like always, I get in a little bit of a hurry. So you have to kind of pour slow with the powder because it will poof up a little bit. I want you to see this. And if you look at it, shake it around a little bit, you'll see how consistent it is. It really is very consistent. And it always smells great. I just love to mix that with a little butter and put it right on my toast. That is awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and feed this back into the bottle. I'll be right back. So I have my two favorite spices here. And then I like to reuse empty bottles. And this one is just a garlic bottle here. And remember that if the bottle's not completely empty, you might want to account for that in your mixture. Now this bottle just happens to be a granulated bottle because I go through more of those. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and set that on here. And you see here it says 3211 powder. That means that we are using fine grind or powdered mixtures. So I'm going to go ahead and open that up. And the 2 in here is 2 scoops of garlic powder. I'll just go ahead and dump those in there. With the powder, you really have to go slow because it's really easy. It pops up a little bit, and sometimes I forget. Now, with the smoked paprika, it's just 1 scoop. Then I'm going to take a quick break and I'm going to add 3 scoops of pepper and 1 scoop of salt. I'll be right back. So I went ahead and added the pepper, and that's just a fine ground store brand. So I didn't want to feature that. But I also wanted to show you that this is a store brand salt. And one really important thing is not to use iodized salt in your mixes for your barbecue. If you're using it for different foods or things like that, especially if you're just having it as table salt, iodized is great. But not when you're doing something where you're going to cure it. And it also can react with some different containers. Some middle containers is not good to do that. Now I have all my ingredients in here, which includes my garlic powder and my smoked paprika. And I'm going to make sure this lid is on really tight. And even on tight, I'm still going to hold it tight. And I'm going to give it a really good shake. See how foggy that looks? We're going to take a 30-second break for that to clear out, and I'll be right back. So now that it's settled just slightly, I'm going to go ahead and pour it out, and you can get a look at it. I want to remind you that when you make your own spices at home, to always shake them up before you go to use them. And I'm going to show you how well this mixed. I'm going to tilt this, and then you can see it come out. Still a little bit of powder comes up. But look at that mixture. That is going to be great. Now, what I use the powder mix for is for my base layer. So if you're putting on something first, like let's say, even if you want to just use garlic powder instead of garlic granules, put that on first, let it set for a minute or 2, and then add your pepper over top of it, your more coarse stuff on the outside. And this will actually get a little moist when you leave it on top of your meat for a minute or 2. And that won't require a binder. But if you're going to put a lot on there, then you might want to go with a binder, something like olive oil spray or something like that. But this right here is absolutely one of my go-tos, and I can't make anything without this. So check out these McCormick items, smoked paprika and garlic powder. You'll love them.